Hello everybody, I am Russ Whitaker coming back to you again with another review of the HTC Inspire 4G. This time it's going to be a software review. So I'm going to run through the phone and device and show you all the good things about this thing and the neat features. So we're going to start with the unlock feature, well, which isn't much of anything really. Sorry about that guys, my camera's a little screwed up here. But hang on a second, please. Let me get that a little up. Okay, so you got the device here. And the unlock is pretty neat. You do get like a chance for a pattern sometimes. I don't have it on you right now, but now you're gonna have at least when it comes, you're gonna have a tips icon, messaging, mail, internet, camera, and search. These two right here you're not gonna have. I added those automatically. Then of course you have 700 screens. You can pinch out the zoom, and so you're gonna select this wall screen here. You can jump to that. You can also jump to this here. It shows you the weather. It'll give you the weather, live weather updates, and I don't think anything here. That'll update it. So then the back button is, of course, down here. You want to get out an app, push that, and then immediately go home to your original home screen. You do that. Now with the weather icons, you just tap that here if you want to take a look at it. And actually tap the wrong button. I'm sorry. You'd actually tap that. If you want to update it, it should automatically update once you open. Gives you the live feed up here, so pretty good in that way. We're going to jump into the mail, which is the pretty demanded feature here. I have Gmail on here right now. And of course, you have your entire list here of everything. You can tap to open on one. Login, okay. No, that's not working. And then you have your emails here. You can pinch to zoom and everything. So I believe that comes in handy whenever. Of course, you have the beautiful pictures here. I'm saying she is. But. And we have, like I said, pinch to zoom here. And it actually has fit the screen. It automatically fit the text to the screen. So whenever you zoom in, you notice how I zoom in and automatically fits the text on the screen. So that's one feature the iPhone 4 does not do, which I wish it did do. Now there's probably going to be two parts to this video here. Like I said, two parts. I'll put the second part up after this 10-minute video here and another 10-minute video total, 20 minutes, because it does take a little while to review the software specs in this phone in one video. So we're going to jump into a couple apps here next. You see I have a good Asphalt 5 came with the device. We have AT&T's Mark the Spot. I downloaded that. We have a code scanner, which is actually pretty cool. What it can do is you can scan a barcode, I believe. It's a new app for Androids. I never used it before, really, but I'm pretty anxious to do that. Basically, everything else here, you have your desktop clock, not a big deal, FCC tests for the speed tests and everything. And also, highly recommended app, which would be free music downloads. You can actually get free music off the internet here. You would tap search, you want to put in anything up here in this column here, and you can have free music. Because I have at least 100 songs of free music on here already from that site, so it's a good idea for everyone. And then, of course, you have the internet here, live TV I never used before. You have the Android Market, music player, all this other good crap. Some of this stuff, MySpace, Facebook is up here somewhere. And, of course, you have the navigation is actually pretty interesting, I found, when it came to this device. This is actually Google Maps, so accept that. Now we can speak destination, so this is actually a cool feature, speech to text feature. So I'm going to think of something here. What am I going to say? Navigate to Walmart. And then we should automatically be going here. And we can use navigation for that. Okay. Butler column is just the closest one towards me. We got a driving directions in 3D. Alright, so then the cool thing is you have your 3D maps.
In a quarter mile, turn right at McCandless Road. Head south on Brown Road toward McCandless Road. In a quarter mile, turn right at McCandless Road. Head south on Brown Road toward McCandless Road.
So I'll give you the rundown of all the directions, basically. This isn't with this feature. You also have the pinch to zoom feature on here. And you have your 3D maps. I don't know why. You should be able to hit satellite view. I don't know how entirely. You also have your front view. and then you can scroll up through your maps here and see where your directions are. Of course, it gives you the direction area here. Of course, this is the direction to get to the Walmart where I am in my area, right near an AT&T store, as a matter of fact. But yeah, it gives you the basic directions. And then, of course, you have that pinch to zoom, which I believe is very nice, comes in handy. Okay, so that was a quick view of our GPS. That was the one that came with the device. Now, one thing I do want to recommend, like I said in my last video, is to kill your apps every once in a while, because you can see it's not too bad right now, but this thing does go overboard with some apps here, and that's pretty crazy at times. So let's see what else we can jump into. We can jump into settings. Settings are basic, and the only thing I failed to see is like the performance settings, like such as it gives you like a profile, power saver mode, performance mode. I don't see that setting here anymore. I go under the power saver, but I do not see those power profiles anymore like we saw in the previous Android operating systems and devices. So that's one downfall I kind of found. Of course, you have your screen brightness not set to automatic because it kills my battery. A couple other things here. Accessibility. Now, accessibility is actually pretty nifty. It's kind of like a screen reader. So it's called TalkBack. You download it off the Android market. You tap this and it'll turn on. And once you tap home,
HTC Sense.
So you can lock the screen.
Status HTC screen on. Ringer 100%. Green power free. Text message 1111487799. Free of T and Teams. Your account passcode was changed for @ ending in 6477. If this was done in error,
okay, so we have a text coming up.
331-0500 or 611 from battery level changed.
So we can open it up again and then
9 iPhone and HTC Sense. Green power free. Green power 40.92 minus 79.97 PA settings.
So we're going to turn it off now because it's getting very annoying. Okay, so that was your TalkBack feature with accessibility. And of course you have your AT&T software update, which you can update over the air exclusively. I do not believe there's any updates at this time. I haven't checked lately. But I can tell there's probably not. So it'll check for new software. And there probably isn't any updates because I haven't heard any news on that on Google or the internet. So there probably isn't an update. But now we have About Phone, which just gives you the basic rundown of your battery, phone identity, network, your hardware information, software, and legal, which I never read. A couple other things: application security. You can set your you can set your pattern here, which I find pretty interesting. So this is my pattern right now. So you can draw a new pattern. So like you want to change it to this. And then you want to have to draw it again. And that's your new unlock pattern. Basic as that. You can also have revisitable passwords, which I never use as well. Okay, and that's pretty much the setting area. You go shave your privacy, which is nothing real big. Back up your settings and automatic restore what you want to have. Your location. Now, I would recommend, you don't have to do this, but I would recommend turning the GPS satellites off and try using network triangulation for your location. Because you can see the GPS is constantly running in the background, and it's killed 3% of my battery since I had it off in 10 minutes. So it's definitely a power sucker in this part when it comes down to the GPS. So my recommendation is turning on wireless networks just to keep it out of the, use extra battery life when you need it the most. And limit your widgets and limit your apps open at once is my biggest recommendation for that part. Real quick, you have at least 55 more seconds here before I cut this video and go to part 2. You have personalized next, which I'll jump into next. And I actually made a third part here because this is going to be a pretty in-depth review. So I may have 3 parts instead. So like I said, this is your personalization here. I'll go through all of this here in the next part. Widget app, shortcut folder, all this other good stuff. Notifications, alarm. And it comes down to, then you also have the sound. Nothing real big here. Gives you your flip for speaker, everything, all that crap. Your sound profiles. And your very last thing would be your wireless networks, which it really isn't much you want to mess with unless you want airplane mode, Wi-Fi settings. Whoops. VPN setting, I never use that either. So this is just basically a rundown, and we're going to have a part 2 here, guys. And we will see you back here for the next part of the video. And thank you for watching.